But even Secretary Vince Dizon is denying that account of yours, that he had authorized Yusek Cabral to give you these documents.
Yeah, so the CCTV that they released actually helps show that I was given it because I was just walking through the corridor, actually quite cordially, talking with Yusek Cabral. And I hadn't actually seen that since last night. So it's interesting that they thought that that supported their claim when it in fact supports mine and authenticates that the files that I have in my possession came from her because what I was holding in my hands is what I uploaded on Facebook. And Yusek Cabral was also there when I was in the other room. So the other thing I would add is the claim that they're making that it's either illegally obtained or it's inauthentic are contradictory. So they have to decide. And it seems that the reason why there's a few days gap between each of their responses is they're still trying to get their script right. But again, what the public cares about is not this back and forth between government officials. It's what do these files say that they don't want in the public? And it is a list of proponents of hundreds of billions of pesos of DPWH projects. And it should have nothing wrong on its face that they are proponents of projects, except the allegation is that when you have an insertion, you have a commission. And if you don't, then you should have no problem releasing it to the public.
These files, you know, the he said, she said is really muddling the issue. We want clarity, but it's getting really muddled. Now, there's also a statement from the ombudsman. This is from Attorney Clavano, that what you turned over to them was not complete.
Yes,
So
like
can you
right,
also, and once and for all, do you have complete files, incomplete files? What are these
yes, ma'am.
files?
You
Yeah.
rightly said that they're muddling the issue, I think, deliberately because they want to distract the public's attention from the real story, which is who are the proponents in these files, which are not only in my possession. I only have a copy. Senate President pro tempore Ping Lacson has made public statements which reflect that he and I have the same copy. Other media outlets have also ran reports reflecting that they have the copy. And I can share that I've actually talked with people who have gotten copies of the files already from staff of the agencies that have copies of it. So there's probably already 50 or 100 people that have copies of it. And it's eventually going to come out and what I'm saying will be validated. And on the point of what the ombudsman assistant said, I posted on Facebook the picture of me with the staff of the ombudsman, whom I invited to my office. They actually said in their maybe 30 years in the ombudsman, it's the first time that a congressman wanted to meet the ombudsman and show them evidence that could potentially implicate colleagues because it's not a typical thing. I did more than what they asked for because they were actually there to investigate Congressman Garjola. And I said, hey, here's this file from Yusek Cabral, which I previously also shared with the ICI and said so publicly that can help all of your cases. And I showed it to the extent that they were interested, but then they left because they just had an assignment which was not as broad as what I was trying to bring, and they didn't get back to me after that. So again, all of these things that are being brought up by the government are both factually incorrect, but also a distraction because at the end of the day, what people care about is why don't we investigate the proponents of the insertions in these files?